Good morning, Namaskar, Sat Sri Akal. This is Venkateshwarlu taking up your ethics class. In our previous class, we have learned about the definition of emotional intelligence and concepts of emotional intelligence. My contact number is 95505 08168. We have learned about emotional intelligence should be shown on the right person, right degree, right time also, right degree, right purpose, and in a right way. So Aristotle has said anybody can be angry, that is easy, the rider, but to be angry with the right person at the right time, the right degree, the right purpose, and in a right way, that is not easy. That is not easy. It's again a big rider. That's not within everybody's power and is not easy. And everybody cannot use emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence should be used in a different way, and that differentiates you from the others and make you as a leader. So, how to know about this emotional intelligence? So, there are certain components. What are these components of emotional intelligence? First of all, you must know your first of all for emotional intelligence, for implementing the emotional intelligence properly. Number one, recognize your own emotions. So, what is your strength? What is your weakness? What is your opportunities? And what is your threats? So, you must, for implementing the emotional intelligence on others, you must know your own emotions. Second, recognize others' emotions. So, what is the strength? What is the weakness? What is the opportunity? What are the threats? So, this way you must know your own emotions. For example, you want to beat the hero of your local state. It's not that easy. You must have your own strength. You must develop your own strength. For example, an IFS officer was there in Karnataka, Srinivas. So he wanted to catch Veerappan. So a good idea, not a bad idea. And he went, but he could not understand the feelings of Veerappan. Unfortunately, due to this miscalculation and mismanagement, Srinivas was caught and killed by Veerappan gang. So you must be in a good position to use your emotions. You must, for that, you must recognize your emotions and you must also recognize the emotions of others. So for that, the best thing is Socrates has said, know thyself. You have learned about Harappans, you have learned about Aryans, you have learned about Nandas, Alexander, Nandas, Mauryas, whatnot, Ashoka, Muhammad bin Qasim, traders, Ashoka, English fellows, history, geography, science, technology, sociology, psychology, whatnot, whatever paper that came to you, I have read, but you have not read about yourself. That is the most important thing. That was what Socrates had said thousands of years ago. First of all, know thyself. You must know what are you, what is your purpose of life. That is more than these all these exams, and that will make you a better human being. And the next, what Buddha has said in Dhammapada. Buddha teaching emotional intelligence, huh? Surprising. So, what Buddha has said in Dhammapada, let's see. It is better, it is better to conquer. What Buddha asking you to conquer? Something strange, isn't it? It is better to conquer yourself. Buddha does not ask you to go and conquer others. You Buddha asked you to conquer yourself. What happens? It is more than winning. How many battles? 1,000 battles. How many battles Ashoka has contested? Only one battle, Kalinga War. How many battles Alexander has contested? Not more than 50. How many battles Mauryas have contested to conquer almost Akhand Bharat, that consists of more than extreme, except the extreme south. Almost all the neighboring states of India were part of the Mauryan Empire. Not even 100, maybe somewhat on and around 100. But what Buddha is asking, it is better to conquer yourself than waging 1,000 battles. Then the victory is yours. It cannot be taken away. What happens in an external victory? Ashoka conquered Kalinga. Soon after that, Kharavela has taken away from him. And in the first battle of Mysore, and almost in the second battle, Hyder Ali was in the upper hand. In the third and fourth Mysore wars, the Tipu Sultan was snubbed and English have occupied the Mysore state. So the external victory is temporary, and the victory of yourself is not, that cannot be taken away by angels or demons or by heaven or hell. You see where Buddha has gone. It is better to conquer yourself than to wage 1,000 battles. That's more than winning 1,000 battles. Then the victory is yours. It cannot be taken away by angels or demons or by heaven or hell. So, for conquering Kalinga, Ashoka has killed 1 lakh, almost 1 lakh people, and almost injured 1.5 lakh people. After that, he became to Buddhism. And for conquering himself, what you have to do? Make a sword and make pieces of you. That's not what Buddha has said. You must conquer yourself. How to conquer yourself? You must conquer yourself. The biggest question. How to conquer yourself? What are the things you have to do? For this is the most important component of the emotional intelligence. You must conquer yourself to become a better leader. What you have to do to conquer yourself? Number one, overcome the internal desires. You want to start for the exams. You got a noble intention, you have purchased the books, you have done everything, and you are about to start. And how to start it? So your friend, the celestial guru, comes and he says, "Okay, it's a very good idea, very noble intention. But today, let us start with a let us enjoy it today and start from tomorrow." So he will take you to bar or a park or a cinema or what not. So your day has gone, and he promises you to start from tomorrow, and that tomorrow never comes. So you must overcome these internal desires. You must have a self confidence. You must develop a self confidence. You have taken a decision that must be implemented for the good of you and others. You must overcome the internal desires. You must have the confidence. You must have the self confidence to overcome the internal desires. And second, overcome the overcome the fears, impulses, and chows. So you must overcome the fears, impulses, and chows. So you start with an noble intention of going to library to prepare for the exams. So suddenly a cat comes, suddenly a widow comes. Something like what as a bad woman what is said. So okay, then you close the chapter and take rest and you wanted to start from again from tomorrow. That is not the case. You must overcome these kind of superstitions. You must overcome these fears, impulses, chavos. So you see some black dress or you see some other thing. So you will have you will have some kind of a feeling that you must overcome these fears, impulses, and chavos. And the third is the most important thing is limit the beliefs. Limit the beliefs that create restlessness in the mind. Not only restlessness, misery also. One of my classmates was there. He was a Vaishya, he was a vegetarian. He has gone to his friends. He has taken some non-veg food. But after, that was okay. It was went well, and nothing was there, and that non-veg item also was digested, and everything was over. But eating of that non-veg food has created some restlessness and misery in his mind, and ultimately he became a dropout. So you must limit the beliefs that create restlessness, misery in the mind. So you must overcome the internal desires, you must overcome the fears, impulses, and chavos, and you must limit the beliefs that create restlessness and misery in the mind. What happens then? You become a self master. You will have a self mastery. So you can have a self mastery of this self mastery is significant. This self mastery is significant and it is better than external victories. Whatever external victories are, they are temporary. But you, if you conquer yourself, if you become a self master of yourself, then that is final. And finally, what you will get out of all these things? You get inner peace. This is the beauty of emotional intelligence. You must conquer yourself. What Buddha has said, it is better to conquer yourself. Buddha has said in Dhammapada, it is better to conquer yourself than to wage 1,000 battles. It's more than winning 1,000 battles. Then the victory is yours. It cannot be taken away by angels or demons or by heaven or hell. So, what you must do for conquer yourself? You must overcome the internal desires. You must have the self confidence. You must overcome the fears, impulses, and chavos. You must limit the beliefs that create restlessness and misery in the mind, and finally that lead to you as a self mastery and you get inner peace. This is the beauty of emotional intelligence, and in our next class we will take up the models of emotional intelligence. Thank you, goodbye.